Welcome back to our fruit series. I'd like to give credit to the authors of this item. This extract is from Jam Remix. Thanks, guys, for allowing us make use of your materials. So, it's question 71. We stopped. The type of placentation shown is... What type of placentation is this? Marginal placentation. See, the placentation is at the margin. Marginal placentation. Margin, you know now when you wrote your WAEC, that line, they say don't touch the margin, the edge. So, marginal placentation. Next, an example of a fruit having the placentation shown is Pride of Barbados, option D. 73. The term caryopsis is used to describe a fruit in which there's been a fused, option C. 73 is option C. The tester and the pericarp are fused together. Next, 74 and 5 are diagrams. The function of the part label V, this V is for passage, right? V is for passage of 74. Passage, this 5, now they call, this place they call a micropyle. Micropyle is for passage of air, water, and pollen nucleus, option B. 75. The female garment is represented by, III, this place, option C. III. Option C. 76. The type of vegetative reproduction illustrated in the diagram above is let me see, option B, adventitious bud. And these examples of plant that undergoes this one is called Bryophyllus. Bryophyllus is Bryophyllum. Bryophyllus. 77. Coconut and oil palm fruits can be grouped as I'd like you to write down these features of drupe, DRUP. They have thin epicarp, they have fleshy or fibrous mesocarp, they have a strong endocarp. Examples of drupe: mangoes, oil palm fruit and coconut. Next, succulent fruit or fleshy fruit. Example are berry. Berry equals tomato, guava, or date, D-A-T-E. There's a fruit called date. Next, pomes, P-O-M-E. Examples, apples and pears. Next, Hesperidium. Hesperidium is Hesperidium. Examples, lemon, orange, and lime. Next, sorosis. Examples, pineapples and jackfruit. And lastly, Syconus, Syconus. Example is a fig. So, if we come back here, which of the following, coconut and oil palm, they are examples of, 77 is option D, they are examples of drupe. Right. Drupe, berries and Hesperidium are true fruit. Let's go to question 78. Which of the following is the youngest plant tissue? The youngest plant tissue is the meristem. It's always the meristem or apical meristem. 78 is option A, meristem. 79 to 80. The ovary represented is here. This is a diagram now. The ovary represented, how do you know? Check where. Is inferior. See, I'm inside. Ovary is inferior. So you get your ovary inside is inferior. 79 is option B. 80. The corolla is presently represented by, don't forget the corolla is also the petals. Now where this thing will land be that the insect. 80 is option A. See, this top part, and I need it very, very, very colorful. Let's take down this. Let's jot down a bit of point. Right, colorful sepals are called petalioids, Petaloid. While if a petal is dull and green, they are called sepalous, They are called sepals. They are called sepals. Next line, right? If the petals and the sepals look alike, they form perianth. Perianth is Perianth. They form perianth. Question 81. A dry fruit formed from 2 or more carpels containing several seeds is definitely a capsule, right? A capsule is formed from a superior, synocarpous pistil and dehiscence in more than 2 places. Dehiscence is Dehisces. It means say after the fruit the plant don't grow to maturity, it go pieces. Example, okra, what you call okra now, okra, okra, castor oil. Those are examples. So 81 is option C, right? Capsule. 82. Insects visit flowers in order to. Why do insects visit flowers? Shocking, right? To feed on the nectar. That's their major mission. Then they will not pollinate it. Okay, that's the major this thing of it. So they don't come and pollinate the flowers. No. 83. In epigea germination, the cotyledons are carried above the ground by the elongating hypocotyl. 83 is option A. Carried above the ground by the elongating hypocotyl. Option A. 84. The part label diagram is not given. 85 diagram is not given. 86. Which of the following is likely to encourage inbreeding? Inbreeding. 86. When the plant is hermaphrodite in nature. Inbreeding. Option D. Inbreeding. Option D. Hermaphrodite in nature. 87. In combs, food is usually stored in the stem. 87. Do not forget, we said food is stored in the stem in combs. Example, cocoyam. 88. A flower that has both stamen and pistil is said to be. It has both stamen and pistil. 88. What do we call these kind of flowers? We call them perfect flowers. 89. The plant tends to prevent overcrowding by means of efficient seed disperser. 89 is option D. 90. In which of the following group of fruits is the pericarp indispensable from the seed coat? Caryopsis. 90. Caryopsis. I thought we touched that. Caryopsis, option D. Okay. Going to 91. Right. The best method of propagating sugarcane is by stem cutting. 91 is option D. An example of caryopsis is the maize grain. Maize, option B. 93. The part label not given. The process of pollination involved not given. The diagram they not give us. 93 and 94. Epigea germination of seed is characterized by epigea. 95 is option A. More rapid elongation of the hypocotyl than the epicotyl. Next, 96. The main function of the structure labeled I is to do what to the young plant? 96 is to protect the young plant. Option D. Protect the young plumule. 97. The type of germination illustrated above is 97. Let's see. Because the cotyledons are brought above the soil, we say it is epigea germination. Option C. Water is necessary for germinating a seed because 98. No forget to we touched this one before. Not because it's the wet soil, but because it activates the enzymes. Option B. 99. In plant, the structure that performs a similar function with the testis in a mammal is the testis. 99 is option C. The anther. The anther. It contains the male reproductive gamete. The diagram up below wasn't given. 100 and 91 and 92. Use the diagram below. We are done with that one. 100. The illustration wasn't given. The male, it wasn't given. 100 and 101 wasn't given. So let's go to 102. The male sex cells are contained in 102. They are contained here. This place, option B. The likely pollinating agent of the flower that's 103. Is option C, insect. Number 104. In a bean seed, Adsorption of water at the beginning of the germination is through the 104. Adsorption of water will be through the micropyle. Water, air, pollen, they enter through the micropyle. Don't forget. 105. An example of an endospermous seed. Endospermous seed. 105 is option C, maize grain. 106. An example of a fruit that developed from a single carpel. Single carpel fruit. Like legume now. Example is beans. Beans, they mostly they develop from a single carpel. 107. The transfer of pollen grain from the anther of a receptive to a receptive stigma is, this is what they call pollination. Pollination, okay? Not fertilization. The transfer is pollination. 107 is option B. 108. The male reproductive organ of a flower is the male reproductive organ. 108 is the stamen, option A. 109. An example of an organ of perennation in plant is rhizome. 109. 109 is rhizome. The rhizome. And 110, which will be our last question for this chapter. Which of the above correctly describe the growth patterns in a plant? Which of the above correctly describe the growth patterns in a plant? Growth is mainly apical, growth is specific. Let's see. Growth is mainly apical, option I. And also, growth is specific with definite shape. Now, lie. Plant no they grow with definite shape. Then I. Growth is throughout the life. Option I and I. Option D is the correct answer. Alright. We've come to the end of this chapter. Please remember, for each video you watch, you are supposed to jot down notes I gave and snap and send to us on the WhatsApp group. If you're not yet for correction and assessment, if you're not yet on the WhatsApp group, I'll leave the link of the WhatsApp to the WhatsApp group in the description box. I'd also like to remind you that we run a private mentorship classes for students preparing for entrance examinations, WAEC, NECO, and other exams. If you want to join our classes, you could also reach out to us from the WhatsApp group. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Do not forget to leave a like and also subscribe if this is your first time. Bye bye now.